Välkommen! Jag sitter här med den amerikanska psykologen och författaren Guy Winch som är här i Sverige för att träffa mig, delta i TEDx Talks och framförallt prata om sin nya bok. Och det handlar om ett väldigt aktuellt och viktigt ämne, emotional first aid, hur vi kan ta hand om våra känslor, vårt inre på bästa sätt. After reading your book, it's easier to understand why people are developing phobias and different kind of abusing alcohol and food and drugs.
Right.
So it's a really a deep issue. And I am a mom. I have a daughter. How can I apply this for my child from the beginning? How can I teach her this important knowledge? Just as because this is very abstract for a child, what you can see, but what you feel.
Right. Well, actually, it's not so abstract. I'll give you one example. And let's look at an example that every child, really most children will deal with. Let's say failure. There's a chapter in the book about failure and what to do with when you fail. Now, I'm assuming your child is very young because you look young, but she will at some point be in school. And the thing is, so when a child fails at the test, they come home, they did really badly. What most parents can do is, oh honey, it's okay, you'll do better next time. They try and comfort them. It's nice, but it doesn't teach the child about how to deal with failure.
I think that's very typical Swedish parents.
Parents all over the world, all parents. But if you actually teach the child is, okay honey, so here's the great news. When something doesn't go well, it's an incredible way to learn what you have to do differently next time. This is where the teaching happens, when things don't go well. So yes, it hurts a little bit, it's a little disappointing that you didn't do well, but now let's sit down and figure out what we need to do differently, because now we know what we need to fix. Oh, you see, you started studying only a day before, perhaps we need a day and a half. Or, oh, the way you studied is you just read the chapter, perhaps you need to take notes, or whatever the thing is, but you teach them that whenever something bad happens, great news, it'll help you figure something out going forward. And that approach, as a parent, when you teach that to a child, the child doesn't come home worried of, oh, I did badly. They come home worried like, now I need to sit down and figure out what I need to do differently. And so even that approach, because there's no judgment in it, there's no anger in it, it's just very matter of fact. This is what failure means. It gives you clues to figure out how to be successful. And in fact, people who are always successful sometimes don't learn how to deal well with failure because they've never had to figure that out. So just as an example, these are one of the tools. I'll give you one other quick example. So your child didn't get invited to the birthday party and they're upset because they didn't get invited to the birthday party. Again, most parents, oh honey, that's okay, but we love you. It's nice for the child that the parent loves them, but they're more upset that their friends don't love them. But if the parent came and said, look, it's very natural to feel hurt when you didn't get invited to the birthday party, but I'm going to call the mother of your two friends and see if they can come over this evening, without saying this to the child, but to remind you that you do have friends who do love you, who do accept you, who are interested in playing with you. That will do more to soothe the child's feelings than that's okay, honey, we love you anyway.